So this is giving you a little bit more insight into what they're doing. And it's actually addressed to the Divine Child. And it says, "For an age I have been blessed by the worm. To be undying is to walk the eternal path to enlightenment. Thus I must become enlightened to understand why I cannot die. It is said that the holy dragon's origins were in the West. So I wonder, how did the worm come to be bestowed upon me?" So you're starting to realize there's it's not so much that they became obsessed with immortality and did the things they did. It's that they became infested and then they adapted that into their way of life and their seeking of enlightenment. Now they're seeing, to achieve enlightenment, they're trying to understand why they are the way they are. But they also know that the dragon came from the West. So there's a bit more to why they're doing what they're doing. Because some of this implies that they were already immortal and then they did the experiments on the children. So what was the reason of the experiments on the children? We don't know. So the plan for this stream is, because this is going to be quite a big one. We're going to, I'm going to fight a boss that I sort of skipped, that I was a bit worried about, is the next thing we're going to do. And then we're going to pick the lotus that was after the big ape. And that's going to make a big change to the game world. Going to do a lot of dealing with that, and then we're going to have probably two of the best boss fights in the game. Miyazaki, from Software, the boss that's coming up, he says is his favorite. Out of the Dark Souls games and Bloodborne and stuff. And I can see why. It's very tricky. Hey, Milk. So she's shocked. I can't help but detest them, for doing the experiments. But there's still more that we can teach her. But we'll come back to that. So we're going to go get the White Lotus, but I want to start with a fight. I'm going to start a fight. I forgot that we skipped something here. And it's not essential for me, because the main reason you do this is to get like a prosthetic tool. This is a no prosthetic tool run. But it's experience points, and also I'm just curious how this will go, because he's very tough. He's a Shichiman warrior, 7-faced warrior. You kind of have to rely on some very specific prosthetic tools to deal with him. The metal shield, which is like a umbrella. You can get a version of that protects you from his ghostly stuff, and he fires a huge beam, and usually you hide, but I guess I'm just going to try and sprint to the side, see how that goes. And another thing is, I did unlock a skill that lets me do a death blow if the enemy's in midair. But I think you have to have used Divine Confetti to make that work. But if I can jump, I might be able to get an instant death blow on him. So that's my plan. Dodge all this shit and then try and attack him. But I'm definitely going to need terror. That. Maybe we grab some rice. Wish me luck. Maybe we quickly pop one of these as well. I didn't mean to use that, to be honest. Wow. Those things, if they touch you, you get terror. And remember, if you get too much terror, you just instantly die. So see how he was in the air there? That's what I want to... It works! Oh, this could be really easy if I get lucky. Oh, he's going to appear somewhere and shoot me. Come on, jump in the air. Jump in the air again. Go on. Oh wait, I don't have the divine stuff on. Wait, he's jumping a lot, but I need to be... Ah, it doesn't count. Shit. Oh no, he's gonna shoot me again. We should jump in the air. We got it. Good start to the stream. So, we got access to this lotus, but I deliberately didn't pick it because I wanted to make sure we did a few things first. But we gonna do it. The flower's aroma attracts female apes, thus the guardian ape carefully tended to it. They're both dead. They won't mind. We'll take it. So, check this out. We're gonna try and travel. And firstly, look. On this shortcut one, we've got the dilapidated temple, the place where the divine child is, but it's greyed out to go to see Kuro and Emma. Okay, so what's the nearest one in the castle? Greyed out, greyed out, greyed out. All greyed out except for the abandoned dungeon. Because shit is going down. So we've been a little distracted recently. Going to Simpo Temple, going into down into the depths, the Sunken Valley, Ashna Depths, Mibu Village. But remember, especially early on, we were talking a lot about the interior ministry. We were talking about this forces from outside Ashna, very well organized, who want to take over. And the only thing stopping them from doing a big, huge battle is, obviously they're soldiers. Genichiro's tough, but also they still have the fear of Isshin. Isshin is, remember, the best sword fighter in the world. Guess what's happened? The Interior Ministry have mounted a massive attack. The castle is now under siege. We still have the normal enemies, but we now also have tougher enemies. Okay. Look at this guy hiding and cowering. He'll attack me if I don't do that, but this is why he's worried. He feels more like fighting Genichiro than fighting like Arando. Oh gosh. That was a little unfair. This is going to be good practice, Oh, if we hang here, I think we can get one of the death blows. Let's try it. Also, this time we should be able to, Nope. Wow, this technique works a lot. Famous last words. Ooh, he is definitely stronger than the early one. Run away! Ah, shit. That's alright. I think I could have like used my grappling hook to like not land there, and it would have worked. I find that really hard to dodge. Okay. Yeah, in the first stream he does that too, Ree. He does like, I think 3 of the moves feel like wrestling moves, including just the one where he eats you, because he actually like, you know, I don't know if it's like I can't remember the names. It's like suplex and stuff like that. We got a beat though, so that, but this time we can have a little bit of help. Like so. Ooh, get out of there. The person I'm puppeteering can still hurt me. One. This guy's not too bad, but he does poison a lot. He's a bit like the person I was just struggling with a moment ago. Oh shit. Sorry, didn't mean to kill you. That's his poison attack. God damn it. Get out there, get out there. No! Ah, it stopped him from healing. Okay. Time. So we've got some plot stuff happening now. Enjoy the clip, everyone. Oh god. I'll check that later. Okay. So look, here's Emma and Ishin. It never fails. Lord Ishin disappears the moment I take my eyes off him. Obviously, he puts the mask on and he fights as Tengu. Do I have any gourd seeds? If we give him a drink, we could learn more about him. But we have a note here. Just remember on my back, Jen's confession. Oh god, got that to look forward to. On my back, I've got the mortal blade to get the tears from the dragon. And remember, it can kill those who can't be killed. It's red. Well, here we have a note, the black scroll. In addition to the red mortal blade, there exists one that is black in colour. This blade's name is Open Gate and is said to hold the power to open a gate to the underworld. Sounds pretty intense. It is through that power that it creates life. I beseech you, make offerings for the dragon's blood. So, we could say, yo, you told us about the mortal blade. Which sake do we give? It's just learning about the history. Well, if we go here, we should be able to get an eavesdrop. I'm concerned that the Tengu will make another appearance. I imagine Genichiro... Remember, Genichiro didn't actually die. Like, he came back. Will show up eventually to protect Ashina. He'll abandon everything about who he is, which, I mean, he probably already has, to be fair. However, I cannot let him use Kuro's blood. He can only swing the blade but a few more times. So Genichiro is going through such hellish bullshit with all the heretical stuff he's doing. And he's got the lightning powers and all that. And now he has the black blade. So we have the red blade and Genichiro has the black blade. I'm about to do one of the hardest fights in the game. Oh, here we go. Kuro? Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I heard stories of your death, yet you are here. Didn't Owl die in that night in Hirata? Remember we were experiencing the memory of what happened? Didn't he die? And then we killed Lady Butterfly? And remember we had a lot of suspicions about that night? How come the bandits attacked on the very night that all the fighters were away? And also the person who was kidnapping Kuro was Lady Butterfly, who works with Owl. He's been plotting this whole time. Even having Sekiro assigned to Kuro has been part of all this. Sekiro, as in wolf. So he faked his death. We've already had a few fights, GB. This is one of the biggest we'll have, really. Yeah. Yeah, and this is the character that Miyazaki says whenever we fight this character is his favourite. Because he's sneaky, he goes to do things then doesn't do them. When you see a big attack and you decide to dodge it, he'll hold off and do it later. He can throw an item that stops my ability to heal, and narratively it makes sense. Lady Butterfly trained me, but he's been my father essentially this whole time. So who knows Wolf better than Owl? So he has all these tricks to disrupt me, you know? Yeah, his hair is long. You might not have remembered him, but in the Hirata estates, if you remember the dream in the dark, it was when we got to the place where it was on fire, we watched him die. So, we're going to get asked, so I'm skipping the bad ending. We're not going to do that. Or maybe I'll come back to it on a different save file just for completeness. But, Father, to think you're still alive, because I literally saw you die. That was my design. I was certain that you died that night too. Yeah, but of course we did die. But Kuro, that was the night Kuro gave us the power of the divine air, brought me back. The divine air's power, which is what he seeks, which is what Genichiro seeks. The dragon's blood must be mine. Remember the first rule of the Iron Code? As your father, I order you to forsake your master. So our master is our priority, but the father comes first. From this moment, he is your master no more. Oh, he's such a good boss. So now we have a choice. So if we break the Iron Code, if we obey the Iron Code and forsake Kuro, the game ends now. What happens is Emma comes out and is like, I will not let you take Kuro, and we fight Emma. She's badass. And then Isshin, even though he's dying and he's ancient, he's still Isshin. He's still the person who single-handedly reclaimed Ashina. He's still the best sword fighter ever. And that's the final battle. And if we kill him, then we get to Kuro and we work with Owl, and it's like the bad ending. But the thing is, Owl doesn't survive. We then kill Owl in a cutscene, and one of our arm is like all fiery and red. And this is because several characters in the game have warned us that you can fight so much and kill so much that you start to enjoy it, and hatred comes over you. And that's Shura. Shura is like a demon of hatred. And it's like we've been consumed by hatred. So that's the Shura ending. And you know the sculptor the one-armed sculptor who gave us this prosthetic arm, he is deliberately spending his time carving the sculptures and not fighting and doing what he can to try and keep down and in control Shura. He has got to the point where he is a danger of giving himself and, you know, having the demon of hatred take over him. And he's doing everything he can to sort of keep it in check. And that's why Emma hangs out with him, to look after him. But we are going to break the Iron Code to keep the game going. Stay loyal to Kuro. Thanks, Rai. I think this is the hardest fight yet. I cannot do as you ask. Owl only grabbed me and put us in this situation to get closer to Kuro. Like, this has all been a big plan, you know? Dad's disappointed in you. He's so sneaky. Like, he feigns being upset, he fakes, like, being hurt. Sometimes he looks injured, so you go up to him and then he's not. He's very, very sneaky. Have your own code. I agree, Wolf. And by the way, you know how these people are called Wolf, Owl, Lady Butterfly? The sculptor's character, but as a shinobi, was known as Orangutan. Orangutan. However you meant to say it. Oh, God. Last time we were up here, we were fighting Genichiro. He looks like he's moving a little slowly. No, this is all... So this character, I think the reason he's such a good boss is because he's mind games the boss, you know? See that, if I touch that smoke, I won't be able to heal anymore. Jesus. Oh no, I can't heal anymore. Well, for a while. Big attacks like that, you think you could dodge to the side, but he often fakes it. Oh, that'll work. I am about to die though. But I'm still not allowed to heal. That's fine. Just getting used to it again, you know? Right, your shinobi name was Otter. What would mine be? Something that rhymes with Jen? Ren, maybe? Oh god, I did try to dodge it. One of my headphones was coming out, and I decided that was more important than living. Yikes. Nope. God, he's looping it. Nearly got one death roll on him though. One. Hen. Look. Oh, I'm so sore. Please, wait, please. Fuck you. God. When the smoke appears, you lose like the locking on it even. God. Keep falling for that. Sorry I'm not talking much, but I'm like trying to concentrate. Let's get my posture back a bit. Ooh. Poisoning me. It's alright, I'm still in it. That said, I've not got a lot of health or anything left. Ooh. Oh no, now I can't heal. Come on. Oh, I'm allowed to heal. Right, that's all my healing done. That's me dead. I tried. We nearly got him, I think. There's only a quarter or a third of his health left. But hey, Genichiro got us once as well. I'm just gonna skip the cutscene, obviously. Look, I'm doing perfect deflect now because I've fought him at least once. Oof. I know your game. love that if you're quick enough, you can cancel trying to hit them with a block. But if too much of the hit animation comes through, it doesn't count. Why don't I might as well just... Ooh. That seems to work pretty well. Oh, I don't have the thing that lets me do skills in midair. I've just realised. How dare you? We're close. Oh god, I always do that. I always do that. You should never run away from him because he very quickly follows, and obviously you're facing away, the block doesn't help. Oh. Heal quickly. Maybe get one of the... Oh god! I didn't mean to do that. One. Ooh. Can you not? Please. I just did the running away thing that I said don't do. Ugh. Ouch. Oh no, that's not my heal. I tried to heal. I feel like this is going better. Although, as I say that, I get hit by the no heal nonsense. Ooh. Oh, see how that was such a close dodge. I dodged there because I thought it was about to happen again. Oh no, what did you just do? Ooh. Oh, we're like 1 or 2 hits away from beating him. I just needed a warm-up round, didn't I? That's my boy. Bit sad. But we got him. Yeah. Didn't even need to cheese him. Yeah. Oh, this is a big deal though. Well, I will be leaving now. You guys are so on point with puns the last few streams. The Everblossom is a sakura tree. Sakura tree. There's a god of this world that's basically a big sakura tree. And some of the other ones are from it. The Everblossom is very special. Takeru would gaze upon this branch when it bloomed. Takeru is like an old version of Kuro. And Tomoe looked after Kuro the way I look after... Takuro the way I look after Kuro. But they came from up there. They came from the Fountainhead Palace and they came down here because shit was getting weird up there. and reminded him of home. See? One of the incense ingredients that we're looking for to be able to do our plans for Kuro, the immortal severance. But I don't know about you, but it looked a little bit shit, didn't it? It was just a twig. It didn't look great. But yeah, 2. I'm quite happy with that. I was quite happy getting Genichiro with 2. That's 2. It's good. I kind of need the first one to remind myself how the boss fight works. So yeah, we learned, I was mentioning, if you've just joined, I was mentioning earlier on that the sculptor was a shinobi just like us, but they kind of gave in to hatred, and Shura nearly overtook them. But they, Shura being the demon of hatred, so they're deliberately keeping their mind calm and carving things to like keep that under control. And if we took the bad ending, we would have lost control, and it would have been Shura through us. So I've already come to Kuro and said, yo, I got the Mortal Blade. Isn't that great? And I think I told him we got the incense. But now we're able to come up and say, yeah, we've even got the lotus. We've got everything we need to be able to get to the Fountainhead Palace. Which, by the way, we're going to do in this stream. At least start it, you know? Oh, Kuro feels bad that we had to kill our own father. And is very grateful for the sacrifice we had to make. This branch, it's from the Everblossom tree. We're about to do one of the hardest next, so thanks for the predictions. That was one of the things we needed, the blossom from the branch from the Everblossom tree. It's a sakura tree that was brought over from the Divine Realm by Lord Takeru. Takeru, the old version of Kuro, basically. It once bloomed behind this castle. Remember where Tomoe's grave is? However, when a branch was cut off and the flowers taken, the Everblossom eventually dried and withered away. So when Owl or whoever it was took that branch, the tree died. Seems like good news, except there's a little bit of bad news in there. I have something for you. Oh, it's the rice that we got from the Divine Child. He's gonna cook it and make it extra special. So this will just be the best healing item in the game. I'll only have one of it, but it'll be like heal me a lot over time. So I'll save it for the final fight. Eavesdrop. There's something else going on here that Wolf's not aware of. He's so strong. I wish I was. We need some blood, but we need his blood. But he cannot bleed. Remember, he's the divine heir. He cannot bleed. Though it's true with those with Dragon's heritage cannot bleed. But remember, so a special blade would be able to cut. We've already figured it out. Alright, I've got the flower. So that's the white flower, the lotus. You could talk to him like this throughout the game. I'm just firing through some of it. We need blood to be able to get up to the Divine Realm to get the tears of the dragon. I must ask Tomoe to assist with the beheading. So this is sad. We just learned something sad about the ending that Kuro wants. Remember, Kuro wants to end. He wants to sever the dragon's heritage. And end all this pain and weirdness. He's realizing, and we're realizing here because Takeru was going through the same thing. And he's realized that he has to die, which means Kuro has to die. And he needs to be beheaded. And the only way to do it is with the Mortal Blade. I'm the only one who can use the Mortal Blade. It never worked for Takeru because Tomoe was never able to get the Mortal Blade from the High Priest of Senpo Temple. So, we just learned that in order to do this ending that Kuro wants, we have to kill Kuro. We also need to do other things like get the dragon's tears, so we've still got a bit more to do, but we need to kill Kuro. Which sucks. Yo. So, we're ready. Let's burn the incense. And then we're gonna... It's not nice to watch a child get injured, so we're getting a black screen. He's got a wound across his chest. We've got the incense. Fountainhead Palace is the Divine Realm. We need to do a sweetly scented bridal offering. So we need the scent, which we've got, the aroma. We need the stone, we've got that. We've got the lotus flower. We've got everything. But we can learn a little bit more about this ending. So, if we eavesdrop, we're almost there. Do what must be done. Okay. I need you to bring dragon tears from the Divine Realm. First, go to the depths of the cage where you found... Yeah, we've been there. Remember, it was beyond Mipu Village. And there was the... Oh god. Actually, we're about to fight... so many people to fight. She's gone, because she's up here. Let's get out of earshot of Kuro. I overheard you saying, I must do what must be done. He's hiding something. Lord Takuro spoke of beheading in his memoirs. Perhaps the act of beheading was the means to end immortality, along with the life of the divine heir. Huh? If you walk the path of immortal severance, which is ending number 1 of our 3 endings, then you must use the mortal blade to end Kuro's life. He wants it, but yet, could there be a path where Kuro does not lose his life? So here's the thing, you could think of our endings as being associated with a character's wishes. Kuro wants immortal severance. Emma is the second ending, basically. Emma wants us to find a way where Kuro doesn't need to die. So that's like another ending. And then the third ending is the divine child, what she thinks should happen. I agree, Kuro cannot be allowed to die. I fought all this time to save him. What's the point in doing that now? We're going to keep it from the divine heir. So she just said something about Tomoe. And I think she's going to go to the grave. We're going to talk about the Everblossom flower. We're about to get back to the action if you're getting a bit bored. Don't worry. Didn't worry. Tomoe's note. Lord Takuro's coughs are worsening still. Returning to the divine realm is hopeless, and I only wish to sever the dragon's heritage and restore his humanity. Restoration requires the Everblossom and the Mortal Blade, and yet I cannot acquire the latter. The thing is, we do have the Mortal Blade, but our Everblossom has an issue. Purification. So that was the Immortal Severance ending. Now we're talking about the Purification ending. Basically, do it in such a way that means Kuro doesn't need to die. Someone cut a branch from the tree and stole the flowers, and the Everblossom eventually dried and withered away. So the Everblossom tree has been entirely lost. And it was Owl. Owl had the branch, remember? Hey, Muzz! But the branch that was stolen did have flowers on it, so think about this. Just see if you can do some logic here. The thing we need now is the branch from the Everblossom tree. But it's dead. Because in the past, Owl took a branch, and that killed it. But when Owl took the branch was good. It was flowered. So Owl had the branch in the past. And we already know of a way we can go and see Owl in the past, which is a bit awkward considering we just fought him and killed him for real. So if you've been following the stream since the start, you might be realizing where we're going next. So this is Tomoe and Takeru's graves. And this is where the tree once stood. I'll meet with Orangutan at his temple. Orangutan? That's the sculptor's old nickname. That's fine. Is that all you had to say? Back then, Lord Genichiro and I would come here a lot. Lord Takeru would play the flute and Lord Tomoe would dance under the Everblossom. Why do we not have a sequel or a prequel? Before we go chat with them, let's pop round here. Does that sit well with you? I can't honestly say. To achieve their goal of immortal severance, either he or Lord Kuro must die. Why does that have to be the only way? Will you keep that from them? If I give this to him, he's going to die. Give what to me? Oh, look, an item. If you give that to me, I'm gonna die. Now I need to know. So, was the sculptor able to help? Unfortunately, no. I'm afraid we need to look for other clues. That's a lie, I overheard you. So we can say, ask about what you overheard. One of us must die. What did that mean? That day, beneath the branches of the Everblossom tree, Lady Tomoe tried to commit suicide. Why? She said, those made immortal by the oath of the dragon's heritage shackle their masters. So in order for the purification to occur, ending number 2, the oath-bound must die. So we can achieve immortal severance by letting Kuro die. We can do the purification ritual, but that does involve Wolf dying. She couldn't do it because she didn't have the mortal blade. I don't want to lose Lord Kuro or you, but all paths are leading to dead ends. Ask what she is hiding. So here's why we've got a tough boss coming up. Here. A bell charm. Do you remember what we did with the bell charm the last time we got one? This bell charm, the other one was owned by the old lady with dementia. This one was owned by Owl. So we're going into his memories rather than someone else's. So the details of that night might be a bit different. Remember this place? Do you remember how once we step in there, we find Owl dying and then he dies in front of us, but we've just found out he faked his death because all of this attack, all of this night to kidnap Kuro, it was all his plan. He just didn't think we would end up being the ones with the immortal severance. The dragon's blood. But we're now here and things will be a bit different. If this guy whistles, wolves will come help him. He nearly whistled there. Trying to heal there. You just need to stay on top of him so he doesn't get a chance to hit the wolves or to heal. Okay. Ow. Just don't give him any breathing room. Ow. No. I mean, they're just wolves, but I know the wolves themselves aren't very tough, but it's a distraction, you know? It makes it harder to fight him. Oh god. Ow. Fuck. Oh, Muzz, you're downloading Bloodborne now. Hell yeah, you make me want to do it. It's been so long since I played it. I haven't played it since I did the Platinum. I had like a lockdown challenge, which was I want to Platinum every From Software game. Oh god. Almost one hit kill. Cannot let him do that to me. His hits really take so much posture from me. So if you haven't watched this stream before, the thing about Sekiro, and some of the other From Software games actually, but usually it's invisible. Jump, jump, fuck. Ooh, how did I survive? Is the bar in the bottom left is my health, the thing that was worryingly empty, but the bar in the middle, so the top one's his and the bottom one will be mine, is our posture. Oh my god. And if you break someone's posture, then you can kill them without even having to get their health down to 0. See, I'm getting his posture up. But his hits really do so much damage to my posture. Oh, we're so close. There we go. So see, he's still got health. He still had like a quarter of his health. But because I broke his posture, I was able to do that. Look. She's gone. So, there's only one other place she could be. Do you remember the monkeys that we had to... I got the Platinum. I beat Sekiro, then I beat it over and over and I got the Platinum. And I was like, that's sad. I wish I could play more of one of my favourite games ever. So then I got it on the Xbox. When it was cheap at some point, I was like, oh, I'll just play it on Xbox. So I got Platinum on PlayStation, then I got 100% achievements on Xbox. And then I got this version, which I'm playing now, which is Steam. And I 100%ed it again. So for all the other games, I've got Platinums. And for the first Dark Souls, I did technically Platinum it kind of on Nintendo Switch, but it doesn't give you anything. But I've Platinumed this game 3 times, which is why I'm now doing my first ever From Software challenge run. That's why I'm making it harder for myself. Look, here's our third ending. Returning the dragon's heritage. She's talking to the children. You know, all the children who died in the experiments, their spirits are all here. So she's saying, I'll be so sad to leave you if I do this. And they're giving her their blessing. And explaining that I'm kind. He gave me this. Hello. I believe this is really important, everyone. I believe we should aim not to sever the dragon's heritage, but instead to return it to its rightful place. Yay. The dragon's heritage was set free from its homeland and it drifted here to Japan. This is like really big lore stuff. Its power was never meant for this land. Everything that's been going on is because the Sakura dragons ended up here. Until something is done, it will continue to corrupt the lives of those who encounter the dragon's heritage and those connected to it. It's only right that they return home, to the west, to the birthplace of the divine dragon. However, there is one problem. I am unsure of the exact destination. Sure. Who would know? Perhaps the high priest. He can be found in a narrow cave. I know where that is. We now actually know kind of what the deal is with all three endings. So here are the three endings. One is Kuro wants us to sever immortality. Sadly, we've learned that it will involve killing Kuro. Beheading him with the mortal blade. And we'll need some other things as well, which is why we still need to go and visit the dragon and get the dragon's tears. So yeah, sever immortality, Kuro dies, whatever. Emma wants to find another way, and she thinks from Tomoe's notes we can see what Tomoe was trying to do, which was to do purification rather than sever immortality. And that will free Kuro. Oh, hello. It'll free Kuro, but the oath, the person who's... I need to die. Wolf will need to die. And then the third ending is what we're just hearing now from the Divine Child. She is saying, I don't want to sever immortality. Why don't we take all this bullshit back to where it actually belongs? The dragon came here from the west. Maybe there's a way we can, you know, deal with that. Who would know how to do that? Probably the High Priest of Senpo Temple. And I know where his mummified remains are. Is there an ending where nobody dies, everyone is happy, and they all just go to the pub? Kind of. That's sort of what hers is, I guess. Let me just run through here quick. And of course there's the ending that we've skipped, which was the Shura ending, which is where we fuck over everyone, we kill everyone, and then we even kill Owl, even though we're doing all this because we said Owl. It's because our hatred's got the better of us. But we're about to get a big twist, by the way. You know all this stuff about the Senpo Temple monks? And we're like, I've told you that they were obsessed with immortality, and I've told you that they were doing the experiments on the children. But we also now know that they were like already immortal and having to deal with it. So why were they doing the experiments? Why were they trying to make an artificial divine child? Like, it wasn't to give them immortality, they already had it. So there's like a missing piece somewhere, you know? Their Buddhism had essentially become trying to gain enlightenment by understanding why. And the head priest became so obsessed with why they're immortal now that he figured maybe he made a discovery. And here he is. Here we go. Here's a good bit for the lore. Undying, I pray for the dragon's return. Undying, lo, let us wait an age for the divine air to assimilate the cold dragon tears. Sounds like another thing we're going to have to get. For the cradle to consume the pair of serpentine fruits. Now, I've been planning ahead. Remember we got the fresh snake heart and the dried snake heart? That's the pair of fruits. Let the cradle endure, giving him shelter, granting his return to the west. We still think it's still not great, right? The Senpo Temple monks were experimenting on children, loads of them died. Still bad, yeah? But we thought they were doing it using them to like become immortal. But what we're realizing now is that the head priest is thinking, can we return the dragon to the west, return the dragon's heritage to the west? And he's figured out a way to do it. He's figured out a way and that is why they're doing the experiments. This method will actually require an artificial divine heir. So, have you met with the high priest? I found him, but he was dead. I was about to say met in... Yeah. The high priest was infested. How come this could be? I do not know. He left his note. Okay. So she's going to read that note now. Consuming 2 persimmons of the serpent will allow one to become a cradle for the divine heir. This will make it possible to return the dragon's heritage to its homeland. I shall become the cradle. So his whole plan, the experiments, were actually to get rid of all this stuff. So she's going to be the cradle to take Kuro's dragon's heritage and to be able to take it out of Japan to where it belongs. Death does not come easily to me. If you wish to take the path to return the dragon's heritage to where it came from, bring me the 2 fruits. Well, guess what? I've got him. Hey, Colin. Guess what? I've been on fire. I have already got them. So here you go. She's gonna eat the hearts and liver or whatever. So let's just give her some space. Ooh, we're about to do one of the hardest bosses in the game in the next 5 minutes. Look, we can't go in, but we can listen. Writhing in pain beyond the door. Oh, poor girl. That's how I've felt recently. That's why my throat's so bad. Been eating stuff I shouldn't eat, like snake hearts as well. Oh, she's fine. It's all good. Oh, her eyes. She's like blind, I think. I've succeeded in becoming the cradle. And now I've got her tears. They're cold tears. Frozen tears. By having Kuro drink both the dragon tears, which I'm yet to get, that's why we're going into the divine realm, that's why we've been doing half the stuff we've been doing, and these frozen tears, we can do the 3rd ending. So we've got so much stuff now. Basically, we've actually picked up all of the extra little bits to do all the different endings. We're just missing one thing, really. Or 2 things, I guess, which are like required by them all. The 2 only things we need now to end the game, basically, to do the endings, are we need the dragon's tears. So that's why we're going to go up into the Fountainhead Palace, we're going to use the Mortal Blade, which that's what's for, and we're going to go and visit the actual Sakura dragon, which is causing all of this shit. But first, we've got a boss, because we're going into the past again, because we got the Everblossom branch from when we defeated Owl, and we're hoping that if we face a past version of him, because now that we know he faked his death, if we go and face a past version of him, maybe he'll have a branch that's still blooming, it's not died yet, and we'll be able to take it back with us to the present and then have everything we need to be able to ascend to where the dragon is. So yeah, all the bosses now suck, they're really hard, and this is one of the hardest. A lot of people say this is the hardest fight in the game. I don't agree, but it might be the hardest without my tools. We'll see. This is the one you were predicting. Everyone put in their predictions for how many times I'm going to die. Look who it is. Just when we thought we got rid of him and stuff. Here we go. If you just arrived at the stream, we are about to do a really hard boss, and I'm not allowed to use any prosthetic tools, unfortunately. Hello. That's alright, I wasn't paying attention. So anybody who thought I'd do it on the first time, very wrong. Not the one. Not the one. Ouch. Fuck. Oh no! Look at his posture, we were only a few hits away. I just need to not jump as much, except for when I think it's the firecrackers, and I need to sprint. Not sprint away from him so much. That's the time to jump away. I want to last a long time without him hitting me, ideally. There you go, he's hit me. Why do I run away? Why am I like this? Oh, I mean, I'm running away now for good reason. We've nearly gotten down to half health. Ooh, I nearly did a charge attack there. I think the charge attack is the thing that he can make you recounter. So I definitely can't do that. No! Shit. Oh my god. It's always the same thing. I'm so stupid. But the thing is, if we can death blow him, I'll get another resurrection back. So we're okay. We're okay. Oh my god, that rice works so well. Way better than before. Shit. Now he's the one jumping away. This is going pretty well. Fuck you, owl. You have to block those shuriken hits as well. Oh god, where is he? I got a real fright there. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, as long as I stay focused, should be alright. This would be a good way to end the stream though. I was pretty hyped when we ended on Genichiro. To end this would be pretty cool. We've got a bunch of stuff, doesn't mean anything to us anymore. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Bang. Bang. I need to be careful not to heal too much. I need to make it last, you know? Ouch. I know you're there, chat. I'm sorry if I'm ignoring you. But look at his posture. Damn it. I think that would have been the end of me. Ah, oh, that felt good. Defeated by my own son. Imagine being defeated by your own son twice. Yeah. Thank you. Ray, just like that, as if this wasn't 4 or 5 attempts. Yay! I think this captures why I love these games. We've steamrolled this whole game, and this is the first boss fight that was really a challenge, that we really had to do several attempts. So that should feel shit, should feel crap. But it feels even better. This feels like the best win, you know? But look, the aromatic flower. Because this is in the past, this is when the flower was just taken, it's still blooming. So if we can take this with us to the present, we'll have everything we need. We're only missing one thing now, and this is why this is really exciting, because this is like perfect timing to end the stream, because the next stream, the only thing left is the dragon's tears. We've got the mortal blade to get them. We've got all the different things that we... And guess where the dragon is? The dragon's up there in that magical place we keep talking about, where the waters come from, you know? Where Tomoe was from. We're going to go in the next stream, and I mean, literally, the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to go straight to the Fountainhead Palace for the first time. It's the final area of the game that we've not seen yet. We're going to meet the Sakura Dragon, or the Divine Dragon in English, and hopefully get the tears. And then we'll have a few more bosses, a little bit more happening at the castle, and then the end of the game. And if you thought that owl was hard, yeah, wait until you see the end of the game. Bye!